Good morning, everybody. Risings. Um, Today is September 9th. So it's 9/9/2024. And it is currently 9:36 a.m. And today, I have a message. Well, I woke up with a message and some words of encouragement, I guess you could say. Um, So yeah, just let me get into it because I hate when I feel like I'm rambling because that don't even to me that don't even sound right what I just said, but I guess it is. But okay. Um, to my lovely people that are along their journey and on their journey, I'm talking to all of my big-hearted individuals, all of my angels, my givers, my empaths, all those big extravagant words people like to say, call themselves, call ourselves, whatever the case may be. I just like to say when you got God's heart, when you got a golden heart. Sometimes we go through the most. All right. And by us having that big heart, that big golden heart, we are workers of our most high God, our higher selves, whoever we might serve. So with that being said, if you know the highest power on earth or the highest power that it is love. That's what everything is created out of. Um, so by you having this big heart, you are a blessing to this earth. You are a blessing to the people around you. Because 9 times out of 10, those people don't understand or know what unconditional love is. So God particularly created you, placed you in a fucked up environment, fucked up family, bad relationships, or whatever the case may have been, to get you to shine your light, to show that godly love, that unconditional love, that divine love, what it is to share and give with the epitome of your heart. Um, what people don't tell you, that is a superpower. Okay, that is a superpower that is meant for you to have. That is a superpower that helps you thrive. That is a superpower that helps you grow and achieve all of the things that you want out of this beautiful life. Um, but the kicker to this whole ordeal, this whole cycle of life, this whole journey of life is to not let this cruel world turn your heart cold. I can't stress it enough. Coming from somebody that has dwelled in the shadows, lived in the shadows for years. That was my comfort place. And as y'all can see, y'all are on the journey with me, with coming out, being out, spreading my light publicly on different platforms and all of that nature. Um, to give you a backstory on me and my journey, I dwelled in the shadows for so long because it was comforting. Um, I was fine with behind the scenes. I was good being a lighter in the dark. With that being said, that was me being used to toxic environments. Kid you not, that's the kind of environment that I grew up in. So, me shining light to toxic people, negative environments, and all of that stuff like that was a superpower of mine because that is what I grew up in. So, I could originally say, I'm a child of God. I've always been a divine child. I've always had this light on me. My family can tell you, my parents can tell you. Friends, even when I was a kid, I've always had an old soul. But kid you not, with me having this bright soul, I could be put in any place and get along with anybody and share love and light with anybody. And kid you not, these people will love me. Um, but it is a blessing and a curse, like I said as well. Because just those dark energies needed to see that love of God, that unconditional love, to show what it is to have true friendship, companionship, just somebody to be there when you have nobody. It goes far beyond relationships. It goes from friends, family, co-workers, like just being that loving soul. It's, if you know, this world does not have a lot of love in it. It's a lot of facades, it's a lot of fakes, it's a lot of fraudulence, it's a lot of copycats. So when you do find those genuine ones, trust and believe that it is 9 times out of 10 that you're gonna be taken advantage of. All right, but that's where it comes from, the balance of the dark and the light, knowing when to give, knowing when not to give, knowing when to stop, knowing when not to stop, but also knowing that all of this negative energy that is coming towards you from being you such a positive and outgoing and loving person, learn to transmute that energy. um to piggyback off what I said, because I feel like I'm getting lost, is do not let your heart turn cold. So even though you are this loving, beautiful, vibrant spirit in this dark world, do not let this world take advantage of you and turn you cold and turn you hard. Perfect example is, um you could have a friendship, okay, 10-year friendship, whatever the case may be. You've been knowing this person for 10 years, y'all been locked and loaded, y'all do it in, get it out the mud, all that little stuff like that. But somehow, um I, and I don't want to, but I guess it could be the only way to explain it. um you are the vibrant one, you know. You have, in order to have a relationship, you have to have a negative and a positive, I guess you would say. So when that positive starts to outshine that negative so much, that negative gets irritated. We always say your spirit will irritate a demon, like your spirit can irritate demons. So with that being said, if the person that you are in a connection with, exchanging energy, whatever the case may be, if your light outshines their darkness, they are going to try to do any and everything to shade your light, because your light is irritating them. Your light is making them feel bad. Your light is shining spotlight on all of their flaws, all of their insecurities, all of the things that they don't like about themselves. So all of the things that they don't like about themselves, they try to project those things onto you. Do not let your heart withhold those things. Those things have nothing to do with you. Okay? It does not change who you are. It does not make you a bad person. But trust and believe, your loving energy is calling this individual out on their behaviors and their actions, their words, and their deeds. So instead of them taking accountability and changing, they will project and make it seem like you are the problem. Um, this has been a lesson that has been going on for years, years and years and years. But the thing is, I don't know if it's becoming stronger, or if it's something that um the dark I'm it's getting like this because it's time for a new world, it's time for a new change. The shift is coming. So right now the light and the dark are battling at an all-time high. But what people don't understand is the light and the dark must work together in order to achieve the highest good. So, like I stated in the beginning, I dwelled in the shadows, right? I dwelled in the shadows. I love being in the background. For the people that don't know what the shadows is I was good being a background person, okay? I was good being a team player, a helpmate. I was good with pushing and motivating and encouraging everybody else to be themselves. Wow, that was a form of me of sharing love. But God has now taken me out of that position of dwelling in the shadows, and now He has put me in the spotlight. With that being said, now I have to do all of this for myself. So Instead of me encouraging and pushing everybody else and not pushing myself, he has put me in the season of, okay, now I need you to be in the forefront. And by you being in the forefront, you go lead everybody else to do what I'm trying to get you to do for whoever it's meant to be. But I can't do that by you being in the shadows, because nobody is going to see you in the shadows. Because like I just said, the shadows is me being in the background, me pushing everything, me doing all the work, but I don't want to show my face. I don't want the credit. I don't want the publicity, the none of that. I'm one of those, excuse the background distraction, okay? But we go stay on track. We go stay on track. Um those things were meant to restrict me from receiving the blessings my Most High God has for me. Okay? Um, because by me being in the shadows, I was being a servant to God, but not only being a servant to God, I was being a servant for everybody else and not myself. So yes, I was spreading this light of God, sharing this love of God, but I wasn't putting it on myself how I needed to. So with you having this big heart, you having this golden heart, this God-like heart, these godly ways, it becomes a curse when you do all of this work for other people and not doing it for yourself. It becomes a curse when you are pouring into everybody else, when you are refueling everybody else, but you aren't doing these things to build your own business, build your own lifestyle, create your own family, everything that you want to do. If you aren't doing these things for yourself, you are being a disadvantage not only to yourself but also to God and to your society, because you are the blueprint. Okay, most people that are my shadow dwellers, my dark ones, you are the blueprint. The blueprint comes from you. Okay, they take the blueprint from you and go spread it out to everybody else. That's the point. You are the originator. You are the creation. The creation and everything happens in the dark. Okay? When you are born, when you are created, you are born in a womb. The womb is dark. A womb is a dark space of nothing, but it has light and everything around it. The light is inside of it. So, with that being said, I take pride in being a shadow dweller, because I'm always able to create and transmute whatever I like. So whatever is thrown to me in that dark stage, or whatever is thrown to me in that field of the dark night, of the dark soul, I'm able to transmute it and bring it out and turn it into light and help to heal everybody else. So with that being said, you can't heal, you can't work, you can't do nothing if you have a blocked heart. Okay? You must have an open heart. In order to receive all of the blessings, you must have a vibrant, loving heart. Your heart must beat. Okay? Take it from somebody that has had many resurrections of my heart. Okay? My heart has been broken through friendships, relationships, family, different connections that I've had over the years. And every time my heart is broken, it turns me into a better individual. It turns me into a more loving individual. It turns me into a stronger individual, because the heart is a muscle. Okay? The heart is a muscle. I don't care. Um, it could be broken a million times. But if you have that fire and that fuel within your soul, you're going to rebuild it. This goes back to my gym goers, my workout people, my gym fanatics. Me, I'm one of them. I haven't been in a while, but kid you not, the key thing in the gym is you're going to break your muscles down in order to build yourself back up. So when you're in the gym, you pushing weight, you lifting weight, you breaking yourself down, you breaking that old body. You are going to break. You are going to be sore. You are going to be full of pain. All of those things are going to happen. But in order for you to build this new body that you want, this new physique that you want, you have to go through the pain. you have to put in the work. You have to put in the preparation. So sometimes God will put us in through different missions, through different field work, through different trials and tribulations to break those muscles down and rebuild them for something greater. Because if that muscle has fulfilled itself within that relationship, within that connection, within that bond, and it has now been broken, okay, now it's time to rebuild. So now God need to break you down so he can mold you into something better. So that heartache, that pain, that anger, that disappointment that you feel from people or from connections and everything else that you might experience in life is to help you be a greater person. Don't get me wrong, the shit is fucked up, okay? I hate pain. I hate pain. I hate the feeling of disappointment and all of that stuff like that. But that same hate that I have for it, I have a love for it, because that same pain that all of those feelings and emotions brought me made me into a better individual. Let's say, for instance, my last heartbreak or my last friendship that I had, or whatever the case may be, so much was stolen from me from being a shadow worker, from me being in the dark, that God is like, okay, have you learned your lesson yet? Are you done being in the shadows? Are you done thriving in the shadows? Let's take it to the light. Let's thrive in the light. You done seen what the shadows have done for you. Now let's show people what the light does. So you've been broken, taken down through the mud in the dark. Now let's rebuild you and bring you to the light. So with that being said, everything that is thrown your way is meant to make you better. All of these things that are made to make you give up, throw in the towel, make you feel like God is not on your side, or to make you feel like God is not listening, is to deter you from God, is to deter you from your most high, is to deter you from your higher self, the person, the spirit in which you serve, okay? Because if you do not hold strong to what is to come, the past or what you are comfortable with will swallow you whole, because you are no longer a benefit to that cycle. That cycle is going to continue to hurt you, break you, cause you pain. But it is a must that you eat that pain. It is a must that you become a beast. It is a must that you enjoy it and learn to transmute it. I hope you get me. I hope I'm not talking over nobody's head. Once you know, and once you understand, and once you understand that everything thrown to break you, to stop you, to block you, it's only a weight for God. It's only a weight that God has placed in your path for you to take and move and learn how to manipulate. Learn how to gain strength off of it. Learn how to make it a benefit for your good. And once you get that strength from that obstacle, from that weight that was just put in your path, once you gain that strength from it, throw that shit on the ground and you go to your next mission, because now you are stronger from what you once were. So I tell people all the time, butterflies, roses, nature, I am an earth angel. That's all I can translate this life to. Butterflies, okay? All butterflies start off as a caterpillar. You aren't this beautiful flying creature that you once were. You was in the ground, you was in the mud, you was in the dirt, you was crawling. You was doing all that before you learned how to fly. But at one point, God was like, okay, I'm tired of you being in the mud. I'm tired of you being dirty. I'm tired of you working and doing stuff for everybody else. Now I need to take you into my hands. So let me put you into this cocoon. I'm going to put you into this shell. I'm going to take you away from everything that you thought you knew. I'm going to take you away from that mud. I'm finna take you away from that dirt. I'm finna take you away from that grass. I'm finna take you away from that lower level of living. And I'm going to take you into my hands. I'm going to wrap you up. It might be a while, there's no telling how long you're going to be in this cocoon. But I'm going to transform you. I'm going to teach you lessons. I'm going to teach you how to fly. I'm going to change your genetics. I'm going to change your way of thinking. I'm going to change your mind. I'm going to change your heart. I'm going to change your soul. And once I am done working with you, once I am done turning this dirty caterpillar into this butterfly of colors, of wings, to take the wind underneath you and to let it float you throughout its life. You have to understand that you have to go through this cocoon. You have to go through that pain. You have to go through that transgressions. You have to go through those times of uncertainty. Because when you in this cocoon, you don't see. You can't hear. You probably think you're on your deathbed. Who knows? You might be. But in order for you to be this beautiful blessing, in order for you to be this beautiful masterpiece that your Most High God, that your higher self, that your spirit wants you to be, you have to surrender. You have to take all of that in and go with the flow. Once you have achieved and learned all of those lessons, you can break out that cocoon. You can fly now. You are another beautiful individual. You are still a being of God, but you are not the same. You are not the same, my love. You are a beautiful creature that can now float through life. You can fly. You can be admired. You are now a manifestation of divine miracles, of divine transformation, of divine healing. You are a manifestation of the works of a beautiful divine creator. That you were once something that dwelled in the dark, in the lower realms, in the shadows. And now he has elevated you into this beautiful flying, soaring butterfly that can float and touch on anything that it sees, and everything will love it. Everything will admire it. You are a blessing. You just being you and yourself will be a blessing. Every time you see a butterfly, 9 times out of 10, you go smile. Your heart is going to warm. Your soul is going to feel beautiful because you just see this beautiful creature that's flying around and has no care in the world. But kid you not, it just went through hell and hot water to get to that phase. So know that pain is fuel for greatness. Hurt is fuel for success. Be an alchemist. Learn how to transmute your energy. Do not let your heart turn cold. It is a muscle. Let that muscle continue to get stronger. No matter how many times it is broken, you continue to build that thing. Because that thing, that heart, is going to bring you everything that you desire. Once your heart is cold, God no longer needs you. God can no longer use you as a vessel if your heart is cold, if your heart is hard, because that is where he dwells. You cannot receive messages if your heart is not willing to be loving. He cannot use you if you aren't a form of love, because that's all he is. Yes, we are chaos and destruction. The butterfly goes through chaos and destruction. Your body goes through chaos and destruction in that cocoon stage. But all of that chaos and destruction is fueled from love to bring a better individual, to bring a better outcome. Okay? So, today's message. Take pride in the pain, in the hurt, in the confusion, in the betrayals that have been bestowed upon you. Because if you was a weak individual, you wouldn't even be able to stand in the field and take not a lick but the fact that you were chosen to stand tall against betrayal, death, theft, heartache, loss after loss after loss. That means you are strong. And yes, we feel like while we keep fighting this good fight, but you have to know that your wings are coming. You have to know that through this life that there are seasons. Look at the world. You got 4 seasons that happen yearly. That's guaranteed to happen. Okay? It's guaranteed. Fall, winter, spring, summer. Fall. Everything is falling. Death. Things are beginning to reborn, to reform. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You see so many dead things. It's cold. It's dark. It's chilly. You snuggled up. But kid you not, that's when you receive your biggest blessings. So know that no matter the season in which you are in, pain may endure for a night, but joy will always come in the morning. And it was 26:26 when I said that. I looked at the time. So know that pain is only endured for a night, baby. But joy will come in the morning. Just like that sun go rise every day, that moon go rise every day. Just like winter go come every season. Just like winter go come every time it's this season. Summer go come every time it's this season. So know that you are going to go through seasons of pain, depression, betrayal. But know that each season is meant to make you stronger. Each season is meant to make you a better individual. Each season is meant to make you better. Each season is meant to make you beautiful. Each season is meant to make you wiser. So until you gain and understand that you must get everything that this word is giving you and bake it into a beautiful red velvet cake or whatever you like. Beautiful pound cake. I love some pound cake. Eat it. Okay? Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Be a beast. Be an animal. And eat the pain. Eat the betrayal. Eat the heartbreak. Eat it all. Eat the lies. Eat everything that has been thrown against you, thrown at your name, all of that. Because if you eat it, it's going to make you. You going to digest it and you going to be able to shit that shit out. And once you eat it, and everybody know, once you let off a good shit, oh my God, you lighter. You come out that mud good. You can move. You can do whatever you want to do, okay? But if you leave it on your plate, and if you leave it on your plate, and you just let it sit there, it's going to go spoil. It's going to stink up your house. It's going to stink up your temple. It's going to stink up your soul. If you don't know how to transmute that energy, if you don't know how to eat that shit that you don't like and shit it out, what you gonna do with it? You just gonna let it sit there and cause infection and let it fester in your soul? You gonna let it fester within your temple? You gonna let it fester within your mind and let it tear you apart? Instead of you eating that shit and getting rid of it and throwing it away, and now you can turn that shit into a beautiful masterpiece and turn it in and make it a part of your testimony. All right now. So do not let this world turn your heart cold or hard. If anything, let it make your armor of God even thicker. If anything, let it make your weaponry of God bigger. Let you gain a few more guns. Let you gain a few more swords. Let you gain a few more machetes, knives, whatever it is that's being thrown at you. And take it and put it into your backpack. And now you can use it whenever you need to. I hope this message was good. You got it. You understood. Until next time, many blessings.